everyone, we have to go over MON. And yes, this project is fairly new, but it still continues to dump. I'm not going to hate on the project too much, but we're going to talk about it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. But let's get into it because, yeah, this project has been going down since it's launched. It definitely had a bad launching time. It definitely had a bad launch time. They shouldn't have launched now. Like, they should have waited. But they couldn't. They couldn't resist it. So it is what it is. But to sum it up, the 24-hour trading volume is almost as much as the market cap. Every time this happens, the market cap drops a lot to the point where the market cap is way more than the trading volume. So eventually the trading volume will be normalized. After a few months, it'll probably be trading around like 10 million to 20 million, maybe even less than that, maybe even up like 5 to 10 million. So I think the trading volume will be a lot less, and that will in terms bring the market cap down. That's also one of the reasons why I think that this project is going to add on a zero. I know a lot of people probably don't believe me, which you don't have to believe me, obviously, but I just think that this project is going to end up adding on a zero or going down to 1 cent at least. So we'll see if it goes down to 1 cent. Let me show you what this would look like. So let's go ahead and take this and multiply that circulating supply. So yeah, if it goes down to a penny, we're looking at 108 million in market cap. And if it goes below 100 million in market cap or below a penny, we would be looking at like 97 million. So I think that this project could end up dropping like 86 million, like something like that. I think this project could end up doing something like that. And a lot of people are going to be upset because a lot of people bought when it first launched, and it's still like in the first stages of the launch. But if we get some bad news with this interest rate stuff, or if we just get something that's not unexpected, then we could obviously have a bad time in the market, and they chose the worst time to launch. Now, if Bitcoin is indeed in a false rising wedge and all the bearish patterns are false with Bitcoin, then maybe we could be bullish. Right? But I'm just not seeing that. Now, look at the percent art trend exhaustion here for Monad. This is the hourly chart. We can't look at anything bigger than the hourly because it's such a new project. But there's a pattern that actually already happened, and it's this one right here. So if you look at what happened back here, it's similar to what's happening now. We actually had the long-term or the short-term trend on the percent art trend exhaustion breaking out, while the long-term trend was trying to break out and ended up stopping halfway and going down a little bit as the short-term trend goes all the way down, then tries to recover more, and then that just becomes more downward pressure and more pain. So if you look at what happened there, that was a double top. So if you don't know what a double top is, let me introduce you to the double top. That is a bearish pattern. It's called the bearish double top. So this is a pretty bearish pattern that you do not want to see. You want to see a double bottom, as you can see here on the bottom. You don't want to see a double top because double tops are not good. All right. So anyways, that formed a double top. And if that same thing happens again, that could be a double top. And what would it look like? Well, the short-term trend comes all the way down, right? And then short-term trend bounces back up, right? As you see, the long-term trend comes down just a little bit and then goes up, not all the way, just a little bit with the short-term trend. And then the short-term trend comes all the way back down, pushing this down even further. And then the long-term trend starts to trend down a little more. Short-term trend comes back, revives. Long-term trend tries to, but it can't. Short-term trend pulls it back down even more. So that's pretty much what happened before, right? And that created a double bottom, and it also led us to where we are now. So in theory, if this happens again, then we could end up seeing, well, I mean, it created a double top, not a double bottom. If it happens again, we could end up seeing us break below 0.025 and continue downwards. And again, it's a bearish double top. This is a well-known pattern, so it's not something I'm just pulling out of nowhere. If this happens again, it could be another dump for Monad. So I would just say be careful, stay prepared. They chose the wrong time to launch. Maybe the project has good fundamentals. Maybe they have good developers. Who knows? But one thing we do know is that they chose the wrong time to launch their project. So that is really my whole message for this. But anyways, Bitcoin's still trading in a rising wedge, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. Anyways, again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.